Okay, the movements between the tarsal and metatarsals are limited, very slight movement. Okay, flexion and extension except in the first tarsometatarsal joints where some abduction and rotation occurs. The muscles that produce this motion are tibialis anterior and fibularis longus. Flexion and extension are brought about by long and short flexors, extensors of the right. Movement between medial cuneiform and first metatarsal and between fourth and fifth metatarsal bases and the cuboid is moderate and allows the foot to adapt uneven surfaces. Okay, this is the most important thing. Okay, so the pronation and supination of the midfoot, right? So midfoot joints. Okay, so when we stand on uneven surfaces, right, these joints will produce some pronation and some supination. Okay, coming to the next joints, intermetatarsal joints. That means the joints between the metatarsus, right? Right. Intermetatarsal ligaments are very strong and present between all the lateral four metatarsals. They are absent between the first and second metatarsal. So there is no intermetatarsal joints between first and second. The base of the second metatarsal joint is joined to the first tarsometatarsal joint by the cuneo-metatarsal interosseous ligament. Okay. Dorsal and plantar intermetatarsal ligaments. So dorsal and plantar intermetatarsal ligaments. As like the dorsal counterparts, the plantar ligaments are longitudinal, oblique, and transverse, and they vary considerably in both number and organization. The plantar ligaments are slightly stronger than the corresponding dorsal ligaments. Strongest is the second oblique plantar ligament, which connects the medial cuneiform to the base of the second and third metatarsals. Okay. So other ligaments, all the metatarsal heads are connected indirectly by deep transverse metatarsal ligaments. Okay. All the heads of the metatarsal, that means base, body, head is somewhat constricted. Okay. So all these heads are connected by a transverse arch. Dorsal and plantar ligaments pass transversely between adjacent bases. Interosseous ligaments are strong transverse bands that connect non-articular part of the adjacent surfaces. You see, this is the dorsal deep transverse metatarsal ligament, right? Observe that carefully, right? So that is one regarding the 3D anatomy. See, this is the foot. Okay, so we'll hide that. Okay, so I think you are all able to identify the tarsal and metatarsals, right? These are the tarsal bones and these are the metatarsal bones, right? This one is the first metatarsal, second metatarsal, selected one blue one is third metatarsal, fourth metatarsal, and fifth metatarsal, right? So those are the dorsal tarso-metatarsal ligaments, right? They connect the tarsus, medial cuneiform, intermediate lateral cuneiforms, and cuboid to the metatarsals. And you see, so those are the tarso-metatarsal joints, and those are the intermetatarsal joints, right? You see, between second, third, fourth, and fifth, there is no intermetatarsal joints in first and second, right? There is no joint, and these are the plantar intermetatarsal joints, ligaments, right? Plantar intermetatarsal ligaments. Okay, you see the arch, okay, deep transverse metatarsal arch, that is, okay, deep transverse metatarsal ligament, right? We'll see the next one. Okay, these are the you see these are the relationships, okay. Almost all tendons, right? Okay, you will be able to identify them. That is tibialis anterior tendon, right? This is extensor hallucis longus, and this muscle is extensor digitorum brevis, and this is extensor hallucis brevis, right? And this one is fibularis tertius, right? So all of these are in the midfoot, right? If I remove brevis and hallucis, so we have dorsal tarso metatarsal ligaments, right? So sorry, right. So okay, so you see now that is extensor digitorum brevis, right? Extensor hallucis brevis. This one is fibularis tertius, and what is this muscle? Fibularis brevis. Okay, this is tertius, and this one is brevis. And coming to the okay, so this is the dorsalis pedis artery. Okay, dorsalis pedis artery runs between first and second metatarsal bones, right? So whenever we approach for the surgery, there will always be a structure that is more vulnerable is dorsalis pedis artery, and again dorsal venous arch, right? Okay, so you see blue one is vein and red one is arteries. So dorsal venous arch, and all of them are in the midfoot only, okay. And again coming to the nerves, okay, this is the deep fibular nerve, medial and lateral, okay, fibular nerve, and again this is sural nerve, right? Seventh one is this one is sural nerve, okay. So all of these structures are vulnerable and passes in relation with tarsometatarsal and intermetatarsal joints, right? So some muscles, arteries, veins, and nerves, okay, all of them. Okay, if you remember your muscles correctly, it will not be any difficult to remember, right? Okay, always remember this. Okay, so this is extensor hallucis longus, extensor hallucis brevis, extensor digitorum brevis, fibrillaris tertius, and fibrillaris brevis, peroneus brevis. Right? Those are the things. And okay, if you have any doubts, I think we are clear on